Before the fame, before Europe, before the world knew his name, there was only Brazil, and a boy who played like the ball belonged to him. Neymar, not a superstar, not a headline, just talent. Untouched, unshaped, unreal. But football has a habit of noticing players like this early. And once it notices you, there is no going back. Origin: Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. was born in 1992 in Mogi das Cruzes, Brazil. A place where football is not a hobby. It is identity, survival, escape. His father understood the game, not as fame, but as a path. And Neymar grew inside that world. No luxury, no structure, just football everywhere. He didn't develop like a system player. He developed like a street player. Fast, creative, unpredictable. At a young age, he joined Santos FC Academy, and everything changed. Because even among gifted players, he stood out immediately. He didn't just beat defenders, he made them hesitate. Santos' breakthrough, 210 to 340. By his teenage years, Neymar was already different. At Santos, he wasn't being prepared for the future. He was already playing in it. He made his professional debut at just 17 years old. And very quickly, he became the main attraction in Brazilian football. His style wasn't structured. It wasn't disciplined. It was instinct. He played with freedom most players lose before they turn professional. At Santos, he would score 136 goals in 225 appearances. But numbers don't explain what people saw. They saw a player who could change direction without warning. A player who could decide games alone. And in 2011, he led Santos to win the Copa Libertadores, South America's biggest club trophy. A trophy once defined by legends like Pelé. At that moment, Neymar was no longer just talent. He was expectation forming in real time.
Hola, buenas tardes a todos. Muy contento juntamente con el Barça y Gillette. Es una grabar este anuncio con los demás.
Europe was no longer watching. It was waiting. And Barcelona was not just any club. It was a system built around perfection. And around one name, entity, athlete, Lionel Messi, Argentine footballer. At first, Neymar was the new piece, the young arrival, the talent. But adaptation came quickly. His game sharpened. His decisions improved. His confidence grew under pressure. And slowly, he stopped being the new player. He became part of Barcelona's attack. Then something bigger formed. MSN, Messi, Suarez, Neymar, one of the most dangerous attacking trios football has ever seen.
Luis Suárez busca a Neymar, es buena para el brasileño, madre mía, qué golazo, gol. Para cerrar el partido, Luis Suárez y Neymar, ellos se la fabrican, ellos piensan en la evolución de los partidos ante la ausencia de el mejor jugador del mundo. Y de primera
absolutamente espectacular.
Between 2014 and 2017, Barcelona dominated Europe. La Liga titles, Copa del Rey wins, UEFA Champions League success. In the 2015 Champions League final, Neymar scored the final goal in a 3-1 victory. At that moment, he had reached the top of world football. But even at the top, roles exist. Messi was the system. Suarez was the striker. Neymar was the talent. And talent slowly begins to ask questions. What happens when you are great, but still not the center? Early prime shift. This is where Neymar's story begins to change. Not in performance, but in identity. He was no longer just a young star. He was now part of football history, but also part of someone else's story. And in football, that feeling stays, even when you win everything, even when you score in finals. Because greatness is not only about ability, it is about ownership of your story. And Neymar was beginning to feel that shift.
One more second, one more mile. From the court to the sand, from the favela to the grandstand. Festa na quadra, festa na quadra. We come alive, we come alive. Festa na the court to the sand, from the favela to the grandstand. Festa na quadra, festa na quadra. We come alive, we come alive.